Hi, it's Jared from Strong Roots Farm. We're back with some fencing video again, and I've been asked to show how do you tie these clips. So they come in these bags. If you buy these at the big box stores, the TSCs, the Rural Kings, and such, typically when you buy a bundle of 5 metal T-posts, which is what we're talking about here in our line fence, they will give you this pack for free. So how do you connect these? That's been the question. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'll talk to you a little bit about where and when you should use them. I'll show you some different techniques, and then we're also going to show you the fence as we get caught up here. Stick around. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. This is not a very difficult thing. This will be a very short video. The hardest part is getting these little things out of this bag. You rip the bag open, and it's like working with one of those barrel of monkeys things you had when a kid. They're all kind of tangled together. So pull out how many ever you need for the T-posts, and let's go over here and we'll attach them. First, I want to show you the final product. Sometimes I find it's easier if you see what you're looking at first, what it's supposed to look like in the end. It'll help you to understand. So you have a hook basically on one side. The wire goes over top, wraps around the back of the T-post, goes over top again, and then it has this little clip here that clips on. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so the first method, I just want to show you what the manufacturer says you should do, and then I'll show you how I alter that. They say there should be no alteration to these clips, right? It's designed to go on these metal T-posts. So you hook, take the small hooked end over here first, you hook it in, you go around your T-post. This is where some people mess it up. You go over top, and then what you're gonna do is pull this tab with a pair of pliers underneath. Okay, so that's about the best angle I can get. You're gonna grab a hold of this wing, bring it underneath, and tuck it like that. This is the way the manufacturer says it should look, and I alter it. Let me see what. So first, and this is only for high tensile. So high tensile single strand wire, we got 5 strands, but it's pulled as a single strand. So with a single strand wire high tensile fence, you want the wire to be able to slide up and down just a hair and back and forth as we choose to tighten it in years to come. So it is going to be a little bit different. I will show you how I would do it if this T-post was in line with woven wire. What we're going to do first is take this little tab, put our pliers on the bottom of it like this, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of crank. So you can see I just kind of bend it down a little bit. I just find that that makes it a little bit tighter, but still allows it to move. It doesn't flop as much, so I tend to like that. Next, we're gonna install it similar to the same way. So just like before, we're gonna hook it on our wire, wrap around our posts, go over top, same pliers, tuck it underneath like this, like so. But then I'm gonna take this one that has the longer arm, and I'm gonna bend up on it. And I'll get you close here so you can see. So on this side here, with our little loop, I've bent it a little tighter. And on this side here, I've bent that arm up a little straighter so it's a little harder. Now you can see it wiggles around. It does allow the fence to go up and down, and it will easily pull back and forth. But if you're noticing, I've put myself in a bad situation because I have a barb right between these two things, which is gonna make it hard to tighten. So if I would have paid attention and wouldn't have been videoing, I probably would have took this barb off just because of where it was at. Usually I'm okay with them on either side, but I want them a couple inches away. But if they're right on the T-post, probably should take that off. Now a few things. First off, this is for your unelectrified lines. So my dead lines, my grounded lines, get these. If you put this on your hot lines, it will ground it out and your fence will not work correctly. So if you weren't aware, for the electrified lines, you have to use the plastic clips. I guess I'll go ahead and show you how to do one of those real quick as well. Okay, we're gonna grab our wire, put the clip on, and twist it whichever way it will lock. So now I can see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna grab a hold of this tab and pull out on it, hook it onto my T-post like so, and then wrap around and push this clip on the back. So to give you a better angle, you bend like this, you'll hook this on the T-post right here, and then this will snap on the back. Of course, you have to look at the package. They do make them to hook on this back side as well, but it's a different shaped unit than we're using today. Now, what do I do different if it's woven wire? So multiple strand, 330 fence, roll of wire. The reason is, and then the reason I do it differently is that fence is never pulled tighter. Whatever the tension is that you put it under, when you install it, That's where it's gonna stay at. It's just gonna get worse over time. It is stapled and nailed to the post. There are tools, there are gadgets out there that you can go through and tighten a section, but you won't be able to pull the whole fence if you staple everything tight. It's really a lot of work to go and loosen all your staples down 300 or 600 feet of fence, put those things in and then put it back up. Can it be done? Yes, but typically what it is what it is when you put it in like that. And since your T-posts and these clips don't move, I do it a little bit differently. So to show you what I'm gonna do, and I don't have any to physically do it on the post today, but I'm gonna do the same twist on my small sided hook, okay? Same thing I did before, just that little crook, and this is gonna actually go on a wire of the fence. They recommend 5 of these on woven wire per T-post. Next, the clip side, the quick clip, I'm gonna straighten it completely out. So I'm gonna straighten that thing completely out and make it look like this, okay? So I guess I'll just go ahead and do it on this one. This is the first T-post in this line, so this part won't be doing much moving back and forth and adjusted. This is not how you should do it on high tensile. This is how you do it on woven wire, but I'm doing it for you, YouTube. So I'll put this over like this. Same thing, I go over, and then I'm gonna take my fence tie tool, slide it up on it, and I'm gonna wrap it tight, just like this. So I'm wrapping around on this side. Same thing on the other little clip. You're not gonna get a whole turn, you're just gonna get a little piece, but it'll be like that. And then usually I take my pliers and I'll come across and tighten it down. So you can see that little side, it only has like a wrap or a wrap and a half there on this side, and I get 3 wraps on this side, and it's much tighter. It still can wiggle a little, but it's not gonna slide through there as easy, and it's not gonna pop loose. Now the big negative for doing it my way, or the way that I do it, is that you take a quick clip and you make it a slow clip, because you gotta do all that bending and the twisting. It takes considerably longer. I would say if you're putting up, you know, a good 10 acres worth of fence, you're gonna spend an extra day, maybe 2, just tying these things versus quick clipping them, because you want them tighter on woven wire. And time is money, so evaluate that how you choose to do it, but I feel like it makes a tighter fence. It holds it in tighter, they can't move the woven wire as much. It secures that T-post better. Somebody 50 years from now when they're ripping that fence out will be cussing my name for tying them like that, but it makes a strong fence. I've done a lot of it like that. Is it better? It's kind of hard for me to say definitively. It's much faster just using the quick clip system like you did on the high tensile, like I said. But you choose what you want to do. I show you how I did it. Well, there you have it. Quick video, how to put these on. I never thought that I would have to do that. I thought these were kind of self-explanatory, and there are a couple manufacturer videos out there on these, but this was requested. I had a friend that said, hey, I can't figure out this. It doesn't feel right to me. He was probably doing it right. He just didn't think it should be that loose, and really they should be. They should give some movement to them so that they don't snap and break your fence. You don't want them so tight on that wire that it causes a pinch point that your fence could break. It also allows movement if you have tensioners on a high tensile like we talked about. So there you go, that's how you do it. Thanks for watching. Comment down below. Let me know if there's something else you would do differently, if you like a different system. So there are the system that comes with the little socket thing that you use the drill. I really like those. Saw that on another channel. They're out there. I haven't purchased them yet because these are free. Like and subscribe. Come along with us. Until next time, thanks for watching.